All right, good morning, everybody. Back here with actually your last video for the first year of medical school. So congratulations on making it this far. And yeah, thank you for watching since what was it, FOM1, FOM2, November. So I really appreciate you guys um, watching the videos and giving me some feedback that helped lead me to where I am today. And so I'll try to continue this next year, and also have another idea in the works to keep the channel going and hopefully get a little more support. Although it's not the name of the game, but get some more views from other classes, but that's more to come. But since we got finals coming up, I guess we'll get right into it. Let's see here. Let me find it. And so today's cards are going to cover lectures from today, this morning, the ecology lecture, as well as the lectures from yesterday going over like nematodes, worms, and then some of the antimicrobial stuff. So we're going to be in first aid. And first, we're going to come down to microbiome in mycology. And within mycology, we're going to go into systemic mycoses and go into the Coccidioides immitis. And we're going to have the first three cards activated. You're going to skip a whole bunch until you get down to the earthquake cards. You want the two earthquake cards and then the third one there, skipping one, coming down, getting the route of transmission. And then you're going to come down until you see the San Joaquin Valley fever, pick that up, and then you're going to keep coming down until you see the coccidioidomycosis. And you want the second one, or the second one there, talking about the dimorphic fungus card. And then we're going to go to Histoplasma capsulatum. And you want to skip the first two, but grab the next four. So cards 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Skipping two, grabbing these next two, talking about which fungus is from bat and bird droppings. Skipping one, grabbing the next two. Skipping two, grabbing the last one. Skipping four, grabbing this Histoplasma is dimorphic, talking about the temperature. And then you want the third from the bottom. And we got that from breaking open systemic mycoses, and which we are now going to minimize. And then we're going to go into cutaneous mycoses. We're going to go into dermatophytes. Skipping the first two, we want the next 5 cards. And then you're going to skip the two, talking about grizzofulvin. Skip those two, grab the next two, these dermatophyte cards. Skipping the animals and pets. Grabbing this one, talking about where do they reside in the body. Skipping 2, grabbing 4 more. And then coming down from the bottom, you want to skip the last 3, but then grab the 4 coming up. These are all just variations of the same card with different words missing. There is this new one here, Microsporum, which wasn't in the lecture, but figured it's one extra card and we can just learn it already. So activate that one if you want, but if you don't want it, it is this card that's highlighted if you don't want to have to worry about memorizing Microsporum. So we're going to minimize cutaneous mycoses. We're going to go into section 3, the opportunistics. We're going to go into Candida albicans first. And you want to come down, you want to skip all the orals here until you get the first Candida. You want those 3 Candida cards. Then you're going to skip a whole bunch until you get, again, to Candida albicans. I'm going to pick that one up, skip the next one, and grab the next 2. Then out of the rest, I didn't activate anymore. Just because we already have cards activated from a previous lecture from Saviola, Dr. Saviola, and yeah, I just didn't want a bunch of repeat stuff. And then we're going to go to the Cryptococcus neoformans. You want to skip the first 2, but grab 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I just want to show you on the second card, I changed something here. I don't know what it said, but just make sure your card matches this one. Pretty sure it was that one. Yeah, I think I changed it to meningitis or something, or I deleted big name off here or something like that. I don't know, I just made a note, forgot about it. So those 4, skip 2, grab these 2, and then skip 2 more, grab this one, skip 2, grab this one, skip 2, grab this one, and then you want to skip 4 in a row, coming down to the 3 most common symptoms, and you want to pick up those 4 cards, and then you're going to skip these 2 gross pathology cards, grab these 2, skip this one, and then grab the second to last. And then that is it for this section. And we're going to go down to Sporothrix Schenki. Yeah, if I said that right, you want the first two cards, and then you're going to skip a whole bunch until you get to the Sporothrix Schenki card here, talking about the ulcers. Skip one more, then you're going to grab the next two, talking about its dimorphic characteristics. Skipping three, and then you want these two that start with "an" Sporothrix Schenki infections. Cause an infection called sporotrichosis. If this one's a little redundant for you, you don't need these two, but I just picked them up. And then we're going to minimize mycology, and that is the end of mycology. But we're going to go into parasitology. In basics, grab all four of those. And we're going to go into section 1 with the cryptosporidium. Yeah. And you want the first four. And then you're going to skip a whole bunch here until you get to the cryptosporidium cards here, talking about diarrhea and immunocompromised. And then skip a whole bunch until you get to in immunocompetent individuals. You want that one. And then you're going to skip 4, picking up these two cards, talking about the oocysts, skipping 2 more and picking up the fourth from the bottom is highly resistant to chlorination. And then want to go to Giardia. And in Giardia, you want, yeah, all the cards you see on the screen are the ones you want. You want the first 3. You want to skip 3, grab the next 4, and then skip 2 and grab these next 3. Skipping 1, the Steatatoria card, you want to skip that. You want to grab the next 3 following it. Skipping the next 3, talking about IgA, and then the Giardia is an invasive organism. Skip those. And you're going to get how is it treated. Skip 2, grab these 2 here. Skip 2, grab this one, and then skip 3, ending with the carrier state. Yeah, I think there was a card talking about the trophocyte being a 2-cell nuclei but I had a bunch of extra stuff that we didn't need to know, and I'll just, go with the learning or learn off the PowerPoint for that small detail. But this will help remember this point. That's 4 nuclei for the cyst. And then we want to minimize this section, go into protozoa central nervous system infections. Toxoplasma gondii is the first one. Actually, the only one here. You want to activate this first big chunk. So the first one all the way down to the first witch protozoal. You want all the cards there so you can highlight them like that. And then from there, you want to skip 5, grab this one here in the middle. And then you want to skip 4 and grab these next 5 cards, ending with immunocompromised individuals. And that is it for this section. And then we're going to go to section 4, protozoa others. And we're going to go to leishmania. You want to skip the first 3, but then you want to grab the next 6 cards, skipping what is the treatment and what is the non-flagellated. Don't want those, but you want the mature form and then the infective form. You're going to skip 1, get to the flagellated motile form, skip 1 more and get the next 3, and then the last card. And then we're going to minimize that section, and we're going to go to section 6, the round, section 6, the roundworms. And we're going to go to just this first section, but there were 2 nematodes we learned about, this first one, and then Necator americanus, but as you can see, they are the same cards. And you want all of them there except the last card. Then we're going to go to section 7. And within 7, you want to go in the basics. You want all of those. And then in the, that's a big word. I'm not going to try to pronounce. You want all of them except this one talking about the treatments. Then we're going to go into Tania. You want the first 4. And then you're going to skip 5, coming down to what is the treatment. Skipping 1, and then picking up the circles or hooklets around the scolex and just trying to more so get that term in there, as well as recognizing the name in the general picture. And then you want the 3rd and the 4th from the bottom. And that is it for this section. So we're going to minimize it, and then we're going to go into trematodes or the flukes. You want the 1 card in basics. We're going to skip this section, skip this one, and you just want schistosoma. Skipping the first 2, you want the next 6 cards, and then we're going to come down, and it's the 4th from the bottom is a blood fluke, and that's the one you want. And that is going to wrap it up for parasitology. But we're not done yet. We have antimicrobials, so you're going to go under microbiology, antimicrobials, scroll all the way down to the bottom until you hit section 55, the disinfection and sterilization. And here you want to activate cards 3, 4, and 5. And on 4, I believe I made a change. So make sure your card looks like this for number 4. You can just come in here and type and edit it. But I think it included iodine. I think it included iodine on here, and iodine does not. Was it that one? I don't know. There's one in here, just double check. Iodine doesn't kill spores, so that was an error in here that I fixed. So you want those 3. I'll just go over these, so catch that mistake. I didn't make a clear note. So you want 3, 4, 5, skipping these 2, grabbing these 2 cards here, skipping 2, and you want these 4. And then you want to skip 1 more, grab the next 5 here. Yeah, these ones I did not change, and then the last one. So, and then this card was activated in the past, so if you don't have that one, pick that up. But that is it for this video. So that's going to wrap up the last Honky video for year 1 medical school. Happy studying.